Welcome, everyone. This is Jack of All Trivia presents a one-on-one, and I am with Arsonist Burnz. What's up, brother?
What up, though?
And of course, I am Dylan Haven, and we're doing a one-on-one with a player that's been pretty dominant in the league. Of course, Jay, we all met each other through the Schmodown. What was your first experience watching the Schmodown match? How you get into it?
To tell you the truth, bro, I was bored one day about 2.5, 3 years ago, looking for something to watch on YouTube, as a matter of fact, and I was looking for old episodes of Jeopardy, as a matter of fact, because obviously I like trivia, and Jeopardy was my go-to, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here, you might want to watch this," and it was. I want to say it was Roka's best spin match.
Nice.
I want to say it was Roka's best spin match. And yeah, at that point, I just started binging. And then it was damn, it took me a week and a half to catch up on all the matches. And I was like, fuck, this was so much fun. This is such an entertaining thing to me.
Nice.
There it just bloomed out.
So when you started watching it, were you a movie lover?
I've always been a movie lover, my guy. Like, I would much rather sit down and watch a movie, go to the movies, than like go out to the club or the bar or anything. I mean, those are always fun, but
Nice.
When it comes to, like, I guess at least Star Wars, maybe that's what kindled my love for IG. I used to have the original trilogy in the 3-set VHS. And I watched it so much as a kid. I burnt through one copy, so my grandma bought me another copy. And I burnt through Return of the Jedi on VHS twice.
Nice. Yep, I did the same thing in Risky Business, but for different reasons. So I believe me and you met, and that's how you got involved with trivia leagues.
Yeah, I was actually looking up the movie trivia Schmodown page, and the Schmoville page. And when I typed in movie trivia, yours was like third from the Jack of All Trivia was like third from the list at that time. And I was like, oh, what's this? And then I read a little bit about it, and I was like, oh shit, these people actually do trivia? What? Okay, I got to get in on this. I want to get in on this. If I'm as good as I think I am, I definitely have a chance.
Oh yeah, and you've been phenomenal. You've been able to expand. You know, the trivia league is a big community. You know, we all love watching the greats play. You know, on the Schmodown, and of course, there's a couple different leagues that play, and you've been able to branch out. You know, there's a lot of leagues that like you. And you've been making a mark. Like, you've been a strong competitor. You know, you played a couple guys here. You know, how is it when you go to different matches for different leagues, you know, different settings? Because, you know, everybody always has a different type of rule or round. Like, you played some good matches here and won some good matches and played against our former champion. So when you go play matches, like, what's your mindset? It depends on the match style or the type. You know, you watch a couple movies before you go in. What do you do, brother?
Really, what I do is I just like to. I won't hit up like Wikipedia or anything, but I'll hit up like IMDb and think of movies that might come up in a category and be like, okay, so this person directed this, or this was the person who scored this, or, you know, these are the people who acted in this, or like. It might sound weird, but I'll hit up like them Zimbio trivia matches or the quizzes that they have. And like, I'll go through and I'll just test my movie trivia from people who have already asked questions and be like, okay, so I got this one right. I got this one right. I got this one right. I didn't get that one right. What was the answer? And try to commit that to my memory. So I'll go through and I'll play like online quizzes that nobody's asking you the questions. It's just you read this and then you answer. And that's one of the ways. Other than that, all I want to do, dude, is have fun, bro. That's why I do this, because it's something that I enjoy.
Yeah,
And
you've been a great competitor. Like I said, you come on trailblazing with a bunch of new guys. But like I said, league will taking notice. You're a great competitor, so people are reaching out to you. And it shows that your knowledge is vast and that you're not a slouch. Let's talk about you have a team, the Revengers.
yes, my faction, the Revengers.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not my faction. I can't claim sole proprietary ownership of it. It did start as a team and has blossomed from there. Um, Shout outs to Eternal Void on YouTube, Richard the Mad Jobber Schwartz. He is the co-founder of the Revengers alongside myself. Shout out to the movie nerd Dominic Rizzi and Dustin the Duster Mason, all current members of the Revengers at this point. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to say, man. It's an eclectic group, to say the least. We all have strengths. Dom's is movies. Richard's is Dom and Dustin's is movies, hands down, 100%. I don't think I'll ever beat either one of those guys in a movie match. And Richard's is a majority of IG, but wrestling, hands down. Like, that dude knows his wrestling like no other. Um, I don't know if it's up yet, but I had a match against two debuting players in IG, and I don't want to spoil it if it's not out yet, but it was a hell of a match, and I think I kind of showed. Huh?
The match is up.
Oh, it's up. Oh, well, then I mean, you've seen that. That was a dual TKO in a single match. That was a good night for me, man. I thoroughly enjoyed that match.
Yeah.
And like I tell everybody in every interview I have for IG and how I feel, IG is my place, man. I feel like that's my home. I literally just sat there and told you a story of how I ruined two VHS copies of the original trilogy of Star Wars because I watched them so much. But yeah, man, my headspace is just get in there, have fun, and if that means that I can create a group or have help creating a group like the Revengers, who we have our own little side group chat, and we literally sit there and bullshit and prep each other. Oh, you have a match coming up and it's in movies. What are your weak points? Well, let's come up with some questions that'll help you with that. Like, oh, you have shit with Back to the Future, or your shit with Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Cool. We can literally help you with all of that. So
yeah. Last question before we break out is like I said, you came in, you've been playing matches, you got your own faction now. From watching the movie Trivia Schmodown to rooting for the matches, we've seen a blockbuster. Every time they put a match up, it's great. What's your you're connecting with so many different people that love the shows and love playing trivia. What is your what's the best experience for you, throughout this whole process, because you've been here a couple months now and you just know so many people.
Man, it really is. It's just getting to know folks. Like, honestly, I have Dom and me do a movie review show. Every week we watch two movies that are voted on by everybody. That's Your Friendly Neighborhood Movie Reviews on YouTube. What I like is the fact that basically I've come to the point where, because of my enjoyment of the Schmodown, I've started making friends all across at least the United States, and one, shout outs to him in Australia, the comic book lad. What up, Greg Gregory? Like, that's all I can say, man. Like, I've enjoyed winning. I haven't enjoyed losing as much, but I have enjoyed every single match I've been a part of, and the friends that I've made along the way, man. That's all anybody can ask for. Like, well, that and getting paid for it, but
True indeed. All right, my last question before we get out of here. You are known as the Arsonist, and you do have a story behind that. Would you like to just share a little bit of it? No.
Yeah, real quick, man. I'll give you a shout out. This all right here elbows to fingertips. And this shot right here, elbows to fingertips. I got burnt in an apartment fire when I was 2 years old, my guy. I have had third-degree burns. Oh, and a little bit right here. My friends used to make fun of me and call me the fat Harry Potter because I used to wear glasses. But other than that, man, that's really the story behind it. That and sometimes it's a barn burner, sometimes it's a little firecracker going off in your hand, but at least there's a little bit of fire, maybe some blood, but everybody has a good time.
Yeah, man, that's amazing, man. You can, you fought through adversity and won, man, and nobody's holding you back because you play the game hell of hard, brother.
I try. I appreciate that too.
I always talk to you behind the scenes, but this was a great opportunity to let everybody out there on the YouTube world, the YouTube universe that loves trivia to get to know a player, get to follow him in his wins. He is Jay Burnz. Where can the good people find you, brother?
Shit. Okay. So you can find me on Instagram at @bargang_Burnz with a Z. You can find me on Twitter at jburns253, Burnz with a Z. You can find me on Facebook at jburnz. You can find me on Letterboxd at JBR253, and you can find me and one of my Revengers in Arms watching movies that you vote on every week at Your Friendly Neighborhood Movie Nerd, Your Friendly Neighborhood Movie Nerds on YouTube.
Nice. I had a pleasure of interviewing a brother that I've known for a while, but this was amazing. Of course, this is Jack of All Trivia, and this has been One-on-One with the Villain. Thank everybody. Good night. Peace out.